Well, I think the issues that we're looking at are impacted by what's going on with their members, right? So, one of the things that is huge for ACEC right now is the mergers and acquisitions in this space. Our companies are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We're seeing more private equity come into the market, and we're having to adjust our formula because of that. But first and foremost, ACEC is an advocacy organization. So the traditional things that go on in the legislature, like the constant debate on taxes, we're facing a big R&D, research and development tax issue right now. Um, IIJA, which is funding for our infrastructure, is a very big issue for us, and we're going to have to see that reauthorized in Congress in 2026. And right now, we're working on the implementation. FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, is being reauthorized. That legislation is on the Hill right now. And then tax reform. In 2025, we're going to have to go right back at it and start to debate all the contours of the tax code that impact our engineering firms. I love leading trade associations. I love working in trade associations. And this one in particular, I always say this is the best one. And I've led 3 trade associations in my career. But the engineering industry is so consequential, so impactful. And what we're working on right now, dealing with all these huge societal challenges, whether or not it's climate change or the advance of technology like AI, or the solutions that we come up that have to do with clean air and clean water and infrastructure and equity and all these huge pressing issues. And we're right square in the middle of it. We are serving as the liaison between the federal government that's making the rules that create the regulatory and legislative framework around some of these issues, and the problem solvers, the people that provide the solutions, our member firms. And I love working with them. And in particular, I love working with the C-suite people that tend to kind of be more visionary and strategic. It's a pleasure. Our challenge is always going to be revenue, because our members are very engaged in our organization. They are committed to this organization. They do a lot of work with us, and they seem to enjoy it, and they see huge potential in this space. So when you've got a membership base like that, they want to grow, they want to expand, they always are excited about doing new things. And frankly, my whole team is that way. We get very excited about building and growing and expanding, but you can't do that without resources. So it's this constant push to find new financial resources to grow the organization, to keep up with our member needs, because advocacy work in and of itself doesn't pay for itself. I mentioned earlier, I have been involved in 5 different trade organizations. I've run 3 of them, and every one of them had their version of FIDIC, right? And for me, the most important thing about being involved with the global organization that really brings together the national organizations like ACEC and our colleagues in this space is that it's a place to come that is safe, because you're talking among your peers who are often facing many of the same challenges that you are. So it's a support network, but it's also we talk a lot about diversity and the value that comes with diversity. And the diverse perspectives that I get from my colleagues at FIDIC is hugely impactful. And a big reason why I am engaged with FIDIC is because I'm really busy doing my thing every day. So I can't look at all the different things that are going on and consider all the different perspectives. But when I put myself in a room of association leaders from all around the world and we start talking, all of a sudden the blinders are taken off, and I've got all these inputs and different ways of looking at things. And that kind of diversity and perspective has been very helpful for me in my career.